record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Bottom Bag Diecast Wave review. This is the custom Wave 3 for 2023, which oh my god, what did I name it? It was the Classics Race Win Wave, I believe. So this includes 9 diecasts, as it normally does. These range from 1999 to 2006, I believe. Now I know some of you won't count 2006 as more of an old school, but I mean, I didn't want to go that high in the year, but I had to complete it somehow. I couldn't find any other older cars that I could use for the Wave, so I ordered a car just to kind of complete it. So that's why there's a higher end year on here, but I didn't want it to be on there, but I really had no choice. But that's what we got. So, of course, you don't see any of them right now. The Wave has been released already. It is currently up and active on eBay right now. They're like $10 each. I think one of them is a little higher because I paid specifically to be in this Wave, and I think I'm just asking what I paid for it. So I'm not really making anything off that. That was strictly just to, complete this Wave. But either way, it's already been uploaded. It's been on eBay since about 8 o'clock yesterday. So there's that. Anyway, what I want to do here is I'm going to just grab one and show it to you and kind of, do a little 360, talk about it real quick, and that'd be pretty much it. So, the first one we're going to take a look at is going to be Ricky Craven in the number 32 Tide Ride. This is the 2001 Martinsville win. This is his first win of his career. So we're going to zoom in, actually lower this bad boy a little bit, and kind of zoom in. So we got the 32 Tide Ride right here. I didn't do a whole lot of detail as normal. As normal, I'd have like my window net down, the interior painted. I didn't do any of that. I did do the undercarriage. Originally, I did not do the undercarriage, and then I went back to give a little more detail and ended up doing, the undercarriage stuff. So I did go back and fix that. I didn't want to have like crappy detail, so I did kind of go back and fix a few things. We got the 32 Tide Ride. I don't really know a lot about these races. I just got a couple diecasts together. I'm like, you know what? I want to make a retro or like an older race win Wave, or just like a Wave in general. So they just happen to all be race wins. And the cool thing about these cars is they actually have all the contingencies, all the sponsors, all that fun stuff, because they were actually made, more close to that year instead of them being like remakes and not having a lot of sponsorship. So we do have some race wear. Not a whole lot, but you got some there. A little bit on the front end, you got some donut marks. I guess where I got into contact with somebody. Downy, Tide, all kinds of stuff there. Got a little bit of race wear. Tires are race-worn tires, I guess you could say, on both sides. A little bit of damaged stuff on the back. You can't really see because it's blurry, but it's back there. And, of course, got the undercarriage detail. So not a whole lot, but, it is something to kind of go off of. I think it's rubber tires, too. Yeah, it is rubber tires. So that's another little thing I like about these cars. Some of them have the rubber tires, which I absolutely love, and I think they're more fun to kind of work with. So, yeah, there's the Ricky Craven paint scheme for the Martinsville win. Again, his first career win. So I figured that would be a fun one to kind of make there. Next one is going to be, is this, oh no, I'm sorry, 2008 is the highest one on here, not 2006. But here's 2008. This is Brad Keselowski in the Nationwide Series. This is his Bristol win. The Navy car. I actually hated making this car, only because I really like this car, and I don't want to get rid of it, but I have to. So, yeah, also, I think I found one, like, in package that my dad had, so I just kept that one, and I used the one I had for a custom. So, yeah, this is the Bristol win back in 2008. I know 2008 is still kind of somewhat newer, not really old school. But again, I didn't really have a lot of diecast to pick from. I really had to scavenge and search for a couple more cars to complete this Wave. But this is the Navy paint scheme. Very nice. Do have a little bit of the tire detail, a little tape there, a little bit of rubber built up down the side, a little bit on the front end as normal, more continuing down the side. Just your basic overall. Some on the roof, a little bit on the back end here, not a whole lot. And then I do have undercarriage detail for this car. And you can see some of that more tire paint there. Silver and black is the only thing you kind of get on this one because it has a black undercarriage. So I didn't really have the option to kind of fill out the black stuff like I did on the Craven car. So some of them are a little different, but not a whole lot. I did want to put in like just different I don't know, interiors I wanted to repaint them and stuff. I actually wish I went back and just completely did them like I normally would do. But, I don't know, I was running on time. I didn't have a lot of time to make them, so I just kind of threw them together and threw them out there. The older cars need love too. They do need to actually, you know, be cared for. This was also another one I was wanting to redo. Kevin Harvick's 2001 Atlanta. This is his first win. Now, I know what you're going to say. The Wrangler Lionel's making this one. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. First of all, right, I had this made way before Lionel even announced that they was going to be possibly making it. So I don't want to hear it. I had this idea first. So I had this made and ready to go before Lionel even made it possible. So I beat him to it. I just didn't release it in time, and now I look like I'm just kind of slacking over here. But I was slacking for a point in time. I know, whatever. Yeah, so we do have some detail here, not a whole lot on the side. A little bit of rubber wear, and got some fuel spillage. Of course, we got the tire detail. I actually got some of the lines on the hood pins to kind of, you know, where they had them taped down and stuff. A little bit on the front end. Not any, like, damage or anything on the side. There's a little bit of race wear. Same thing on the back here. Nothing really going on. I got the rookie stripes. Those are cool. And they got some undercarriage detail. Once again, I did not have the ability to do the black detail like I used to. Obviously, because this undercarriage is black, therefore it's already painted. And I can't really do much about it. So there's that one. And then what we got here, this is cool. I like doing some of the like really older drivers. Ricky Rudd, this is his 2021 Richmond, or yeah, 2021 Ricky Rudd racing in 2021. Can you imagine? 2001, sorry, not 2021. The Havoline paint scheme. Again, this is Richmond. Not a whole lot. This was a pretty clean race. I didn't see any damage or anything. So, yeah, a little more race wear. Just kind of your same song, different dance. Havoline, Jesus Christ. 28 there. Of course, you got some of the build up, and you got some more on the back end. I don't think there's anything on there. And, again, detail underneath. No black detail, because, you know, it was already painted. Got the exhaust, which I normally paint the exhaust black, but I wanted more detail, so I just did them silver. Red fuel tank and a little drive shaft thing back here. I didn't do the transmission. I probably should have, but I just didn't see it at the time. That was 4 out of 9. Next one is going to be Kurt Busch and his 2002 Martinsville win. And the Rubbermaid / Sharpie paint scheme. This also has the rubber tires on it. Very, very nice. Got Rubbermaid there. Back in the 97. Looks awesome. So you got some race wear. Got a little bit of that tire tape on the front of the tire there. A little bit of race wear on the front end. A little more than I probably should have added. Some donut marks on the side. Not very good donut marks, but it was hard to get angles. Like, I couldn't really see the donut marks very well, so I just kind of had to go off of what I was kind of looking at. So those aren't the best, but that's just from my reference picture, so I didn't really have good ones. A little bit of race wear back here. I don't know if he got to somebody or if that was like a rubber buildup from like a burnout or something, but he did have some damage back here. Nothing on the back. And then over on this side, I don't know if I already said this side, okay. Underneath, we did get to do the little black detail around the transmission and, you know, drive shaft down there. The exhaust, got to paint all those because it was a gray base and not a black base, so I could throw in a little more detail than normal, which was nice to do, actually. And you may be wondering, well, LW3, if these are, you know, your custom cars and you didn't put a lot of effort into them, they're a little older, are they still going to be, you know, the $20, $25 range like you normally would? No, it's not. It's more about the $10 range. Somewhere around there, I've already kind of addressed on that, but all of these, except for one, is $10 without the shipping. So shipping's only $5. I don't really make anything off of shipping. My shipping's like $4 and some odd cents, so I just kind of make sure I cover it. So it's like $10 each, not really a lot. I'm just trying to get these out of here and, you know, have a little fun wave for you all. Fun fact, I've already got wave 4 ready to go. Everything's made, everything's detailed, the boxes are detailed, it's all good to go. Just gotta release it, and it's probably going to come next week. So look out for those. Now, the next car we have here is Bobby Labonte. In the, let's see, I got a list of what I've got going on here because I don't remember all of them. This is the 2000 North Carolina Speedway. I don't know if that's Rockingham. Can anybody confirm that? I'm not sure because I looked for the logo for like the eBay picture. I couldn't find just North Carolina Speedway. I had to dig a little bit, and it had pulled up Rockingham. I don't know if that's what race it was, but it said North Carolina Speedway on some of the articles and stuff I was looking at, and like, you know, reference pictures and stuff. So I just said North Carolina Speedway, but here is the diecast here. Good old Interstate Batteries, back with the number 18. Pretty cool little car here. I do like this one, actually. I like the paint scheme. Driver's cool, paint scheme's cool, numbers cool, Pontiac is cool. Yes, it's just a cool little, you know, project all around. Again, I really wish I went back and actually did the window nets and all that stuff. That would have looked 100 times better, but I was trying to get these done, and I was on a time crunch and didn't have a lot of energy to do them. So I just kind of doing what I can with what I got. 18 there. You got the little lines on the hood pins. Some, you know, build up on the front, build up on the side. I did a little heavy on the back end here. I didn't mean to do that. Race wear tires. Nothing on the back end there, I don't think. No. And then a little bit of a fuel spillage on the side. And of course, you got the undercarriage. Again, this is a black base, meaning I didn't get to do my normal detail. So it's okay. I had to kind of substitute black with silver. Did the exhaust as silver. So just put a little more detail into there. But that's all we got for these. Alright, or for those, I mean. One more loose car. I do have two that are in the package, and the rest are loose diecast. This is Tony Stewart in, this is Bristol or the other one? 2001. This is the 2001 Bristol race win. There is a lot of, you know, dirt and grime on here. It is Bristol. I'm not even going to lie. I looked at reference pictures from other people who made the diecast because I could not find reference pictures of the race. It was very hard to do so. And it really goes to show back then how much, you know, camera time you got and how many, like, camera angles you had versus today, which, you know, has so many camera angles. You got the drone shots. Those are always awesome. So yeah, it was actually really hard to find the reference pictures for this car. But yeah, so we got some good amount of dirt and grime on the left side. A little bit of race wear on the front. No donut marks or anything on the side here. A little bit of race one tires on this side. I think this rear one's a little worn. This one is too. This one's not really that bad. And then on the back, we do have damage. I don't know where it came from, but there is a little notch kind of taken out of the rear bumper here. I mean, it's Bristol. You know, that's going to happen. But yeah, so there's kind of the Tony Stewart one. I know it's, you know, I'm kind of going quick through these, but here's the undercarriage. Again, had to substitute the black with the silver, just kind of throw more detail in there. Now, here's ones that are like a little more packaged. I want to go from like little package to big package. So here's the 2006 car. This isn't really a classic or anything or old school, but it's still a cool car. Brand new, just bought it in the box. I don't know if it's ever been opened. It probably was, but no scratches, no paint chips, no nothing. Pretty pristine car here. I paid like 12 or 15 for it, so not making anything off of this one. This is the Jeff Gordon Sonoma race win from 2006. I know, kind of an oddball, but I wanted a Gordon car in here, just, you know, because, I mean, it's an older, you know, wave. I wanted some of the bigger names in here, Harvick, Stewart, Bush, Brad, you know, Craven. I wanted to throw Gordon in here, too, so I was really trying to find something to do. I didn't have any old cars I could just use, so I had to go buy one, and I turned it into the 2006 Sonoma race win. So, yeah, we got this little package here. Also, what you see is what you buy. So this is the package that is going to come in terms of like the diecast package. Yeah, he got the painted on window banner there from just the sun getting in his eyes. Not a whole lot of race wear. There is some around the wheel wells, and some of the tires are darkened a little bit. Some race wear on the front, none on the back, and then on the side you can actually see here, not a whole lot. You can see the undercarriage that is also painted as normal. So yeah, you do get a cool little display, almost like a display package for this one. I really like this car. Again, brand new, not a dull spot on it. Looks pretty awesome, pretty snazzy. Now here's one I kind of got to back up for a little bit. This is another Tony Stewart car, but this is not, you know, the Bristol win or anything. Obviously, that'd be a repeat. This is his first win of his career. This is Stewart's 1999 Home Depot. What is this? Richmond? Was this Richmond? Oh God, where is it on the list? Yeah, Richmond. This is his first win. You can't really see all in the package. You can open the package if you'd like. But it's just, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. It's pretty secure. But that is in there. You can see, actually, you can't really see. Well, I'll take it out of the package. So just kind of a heads up, you just kind of do this. There is some damage on this car, so I'm glad I kind of got it out. So, you know, there's some race bar on the side. It does have a flattened or curled up quarter panel. Some race wear on the front end here, maybe, possibly. There you go. There, and then on the side you got a donut mark. A little more race wear down on this quarter panel. I got some race wear, no race worn tires. Got the rookie stripes back there to prove it's a rookie car. And then you got the undercarriage detail here. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one. Now, this one again is pretty sealable. You can just kind of throw it back in here. No big deal. Well, maybe. There you go. And then it's kind of secure. It's not going to go anywhere. It's pretty good. So, yeah, that's the final car of this wave. Now, I do notice that we have some duplicates in terms of racetracks. Like, for example, we got the Tony Stewart Bristol win. Then we got the Brad K Bristol win. Got the Kurt Martinsville win. Then we got the Ricky Craven Martinsville win. We got the Ricky Rudd Richmond. Then we got the Tony Stewart Richmond. I really try not to do that. Sometimes it's hard not to do it. I mean, it's really difficult sometimes, just depending on what hand you're dealt. In this case, I was very limited with what I could put where I didn't have a lot of material to go off of. I didn't have a lot of just, you know, diecast to use or diecast to make. But yeah, so I tried my best. I, you know, tried to just kind of get it as even as possible if I can. Wasn't really too great at that, but again, I tried to do my best here. But yeah, so here is the wave. That's the complete wave. Let me see if I can tilt you up a little more. There we go. So, I mean, again, I know it's not the best wave, but I think it was still pretty fun to actually get an older wave out. I don't really see a lot of people make these older, like, race cars. I mean, some of them will in 124, but in terms of 164, it's hard to find people who actually make some of the older, like, race wins. So, I figured, why not make it a wave and, you know, have some fun with it. So, yeah, it's already up on eBay. I'm not asking a lot for them compared to what others would ask for. I guarantee you some of these cars would be an easy $30 on eBay if it was somebody else. I'm giving you pretty, you know, fair deal. At least I think so, because how I price them is what I would pay for them. I wouldn't pay any more than 10 for these specific cars. Of course, if I was invested, you know, I'm not, because I'm the one making them. But yeah, so that's what we have for this wave. I hope you guys enjoy just the customs I'm throwing out. Even if you're not a buyer, I still appreciate you watching, appreciate you seeing what I do. Just kind of having fun with it, even if you're not, again, participating in anything. That's completely fine. I don't really expect you to. It's just kind of throwing it out to the world, see who kind of wants what. But yeah, so I like doing these. It's really fun. Again, I have one lined up for next week, so don't miss out on that. But with that being said, that does conclude this wave review, this custom wave review for the Bottom Bag Diecast Wave 3 for 2023. I think we only got to, what, 6 waves last year. We're definitely going to beat that this year. So, yeah, look out for those. But once again, that's going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.